good Grand Duke of Fenwick, though in his own opinion very, very big, in point of fact he's nothing but a miserable prig, is the good Grand Duke of Fenwick. Though quite contemptible, as everyone agrees, we must dissemble if we want our bread and cheese. So hail him in a chorus with enthusiasm big, the good Grand Duke of Fenwick. The good Grand Duke of Fenwick.
Oh, for heaven's sake. Oh, he's coming.
The good Grand Duke of Fenwick.
Who are we waiting for?
The good Grand Duke of Fenwick.
A patent to professors of monarchical autonomy. I don't indulge in levity or compromising bonhomie, but dignified formality consistent with economy. Above all other virtues I particularly prize. I never join in merriment, I don't see joke or jape any. I never tolerate familiarity in shape any. This joined with an extravagant respect for tuppence halfpenny. A keynote to my character sufficiently supplies. Observe, my snuff box.
His snuff box.
His snuff box.
His snuff box here.
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 Here. Here.
The keynote to my character supplies. I weigh out tea and sugar with precision mathematical. Instead of beer, a penny each. My orders are emphatical. Extravagance unpardonable. Any more than that I call. But on the other hand, my ducal dignity to keep. Or courtly ceremonial, to put it comprehensively, I rigidly insist upon, though not, I hope, offensively, whenever ceremonial can be practiced inexpensively. And when you come to think of it, it's really rather cheap. Observe, my handkerchief.
His handkerchief.
His handkerchief.
His hanker here.
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 Here. Here.
It's stately and impressive, and it's really very cheap. My Lord Chamberlain. As you are aware, my marriage with the wealthy Baroness von Krakenfeld will take place tonight, and you'll be good enough to see the rejoicings are on a scale of unusual liberality. Pass that on.
Pass it on.
Pass it on. Pass it on. Pass it on.
Pass it on.
Pass it. The sports will begin with a wedding breakfast bee. The leading pastry cooks of the town will be invited to compete, and the winner will not only enjoy the satisfaction of seeing his breakfast devoured by the Grand Ducal pair, but he'll also be entitled to have the arms of Fenwick tattooed between his shoulder blades. The Vice Chamberlain will see to this. No! All the public fountains of spices all will run with ginger beer and the currant wine at the public expense. The Assistant Vice Chamberlain will see to this. At night, everybody will illuminate. And as I have no desire to tax the public funds unduly, this will be done at the inhabitants' private expense. The Deputy Assistant Vice Chamberlain will see to this. Now, all my Grand Ducal subjects will wear new clothes, and the Sub-Deputy Assistant Vice Chamberlain will collect the usual commission on all sales.
Oy vey.
Wedding presents, which on this occasion should be of the most extraordinary magnificence, will be accepted at the palace at any hour of the 24, and the temporary Sub-Deputy Assistant Vice Chamberlain will sit up all night for this purpose. The entire population are commanded to enjoy themselves, and with this view, the acting temporary Sub-Deputy Assistant Vice Chamberlain will sing comic songs in the marketplace from noon to nightfall. Finally, we have composed a wedding anthem with which the entire population are required to provide themselves. It can be purchased from our Grand Ducal publishers at the usual discount price, and all the chamberlains will be expected to push the sale. Ready? 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 I don't feel at all comfortable. I do hope I'm not doing a foolish thing in getting married. After all, it's a poor heart that never rejoices, and this wedding of mine is the first little treat I've allowed myself since my christening. Besides, Caroline's income is very considerable, and as her ideas on economy are quite on a par with mine, it ought to turn out well. Bless her tough old heart, she's a mean little darling.
Rudolph!
Ah, here she is, punctual to her appointment.
Rudolph, what's the matter?
I'm not quite myself, my pet. I'm a little worried and upset. I want a tonic. It's the low diet, I think. I'm afraid that after all, I shall have to grab the bull by the horns and have an egg with my breakfast.
Oh, I shouldn't do anything rash, dear. It's past noon. Begin with a jujube.
I'll keep it for supper.
Rudolph, don't! What in the world are you thinking of?
I was thinking of embracing you, my sugar plum, just as a little cheap treat.
What, here in public? Really, you seem to have no sense of delicacy.
No sense of delicacy, Bonbon?
No, I can't make you out. When you courted me, all your courting was done publicly in the marketplace. When you proposed to me, you proposed in the marketplace. And now that we're engaged, you seem to desire that our first tete-a-tete should occur in the marketplace. Surely you've a room in your palace with blinds that would do.
But my own, I can't help myself. I'm bound by my own decree.
Your own decree.
Yes, you see, all the houses that give on the marketplace belong to me, but the drains, which date back to the last visit of Mary, Queen of Scots, want attending to, and the houses wouldn't let. So with a view to increasing the value of the property, I decreed that all love episodes between affectionate couples should take place in public on this spot every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday when the band doesn't play.
Bless me, what a happy idea. So moral, too. And have you found an answer?
Answer? Why, the rents have gone up 50%. And the sale of opera glasses, which is a grand ducal monopoly, has received an extraordinary stimulus. So, under the circumstances, would you allow me to put my arms round your waist as a source of income? Just this once.
Oh, but it's so very embarrassing. Think of the opera glasses.
My good girl, that's just what I am thinking of. Hang it all, we've got to give them something for their money.
Oh!
What? Yeah, what's that?
Oh, it's a letter which your detective asked me to hand to you. I wrapped it up in yesterday's paper to keep it clean.
That's only his report, that'll keep. But I say, you've never been in... bought a newspaper, have you?
My dear Rudolph, do you think I'm mad? It came wrapped round my breakfast.
I thought you were not the sort of girl to go and buy a newspaper. Well, as we've got it, we may as well read it. What does it say?
Well, let's see. Oh, why, here's your biography. Our detested despot.
Oh, yes, I fancy that refers to me.
Oh, no. Oh, my. Oh, no. No. It can't be. It can't be.
What can't be?
Why, it says that although you're going to marry me this evening, you were betrothed in infancy to the Princess of Monte Carlo.
Oh, that's quite right. Didn't I mention it?
Mention it? You never said a word about it.
Well, you see, it doesn't matter because it's practically off.
Practically off? Huh.
Yes. By the terms of the contract, the betrothal is void unless the princess marries before she is of age. Now, her father, the prince, is stony broke. Hasn't left his house for years for fear of arrest. Over and over again, he has implored me to come to him to be married, but in vain. Over and over again, he has implored me to advance him the money to enable the princess to come to me, but in vain. I am very young, but I am not as young as that. And as the princess comes of age at 9 o'clock tonight, why, at 9 o'clock tonight, I am a free man. And so, I appointed that very hour for our wedding, as I shall have as much marriage as I can get for my money.
I see, yes. If the married state is a happy state, it is a pity to waste any of it.
Yes, by every hour we delayed, I should lose a lot to you, and you'd lose a lot to me.
My thoughtful darling. Oh, Rudolph, we ought to be very happy.
If I'm not, it'll be my first bad investment. Still, there is such a thing as a slump, even in matrimonials.
I often think of us in the long, cold, dark December evenings, sitting close to each other and singing impassioned duets to keep us warm, and thinking of all the lovely things we could afford to buy if we chose, and at the same time, planning out our lives in the spirit of the most rigid and exacting economy.
It is the most beautiful and touching picture of connubial bliss in its highest and most rarefied development.
As o'er a penny roll we sing, it is not reprehensive to think what joys our wealth would bring were we disposed to do the thing upon a scale extensive. There's rich mock turtle, thick and clear.
Perhaps we'll have it once a year.
You are an open-handed dear.
Though mind you, it's expensive.
No doubt it is expensive.
How fleeting are the glutton's joys, with fish and foully likely toys, and pays for such expensive tricks sometimes as much as 2 and 6.
As 2 and 6.
As 2 and 6. Sometimes as much as 2 and 6.
It gives him no advantage, mind, for you and he have only dined, and you remain when one sits down a better man by half a crown.
By half a crown.
By half a crown.
Yes, 2 and 6 is half a crown. Then let us be modestly merry and rejoice with the derry-dum-derry. For to laugh and to sing no extravagance bring, it's a joy economical very. Then let us be modestly merry and rejoice with the derry-dum-derry. For to laugh and to sing no extravagance bring, it's a joy economical very. Now for my detective's report. What's this? Another conspiracy? A conspiracy to depose me? And my private detective was so convulsed with laughter at the notion of a conspirator selecting him for a confidant that he was physically unable to arrest the malefactor. Why, it'll come off! This is what comes of engaging a detective with a keen sense of the ridiculous. For the future, I'll employ none but Scotsmen. And the plot is to explode tonight, at my wedding time. Oh, Caroline, Caroline. This is perfectly frightful. What's to be done? I don't know. I ought to keep cool and think, but you can't think when your veins are full of hot soda water and your brain is fizzing like a firework and all your faculties are jumbled in a perfect whirlpool of complication. And I'm going to be ill. I know I am. I've been living too low, and I'm going to be very ill indeed. When you find you're a broken down critter who is all in a twimmle and twitter, with your palate unpleasantly bitter, as if you'd just bitten uphill, when your legs are as thin as dividers, and you're plagued with unruly insiders, and your spine is all creepy with spiders, and you're highly gamboge in the gill. Creepy. When you've got a beehive in your head, and a sewing machine in each ear, and you feel that you've eaten your bed, and you've got a bad headache, a headache down here. When such facts are about and those symptoms you find in your body or crown, it's a shady lookout. You may make up your mind that you'd better lie down. Go at once, and lie down. When your lips are all smeary like tallow, and your tongue is decidedly yellow, with a pint of warm oil in your swallow, and a pound of tin tacks in your chest, when you're down in the mouth with the vapors, and all over your Morris wallpapers, black beetles are cutting their capers, and crawly things never at rest. Crawly things. When you doubt if your head is your own, and you jump when an open door slams, then you've got to a state which is known to the medical world as Jim Jams. When such symptoms you find in your body or head, they're not easy to quell. You may make up your mind that you're better in bed, for you're not at all well. No, you're not at all well. Not at all well.
Now it's time for my confession and full pardon. They told me the Grand Duke was dancing duets in the marketplace, but well, I don't see him anywhere. Oh, hello. Who's this? It's the Grand Duke. The Grand Duke! Oh! What are you doing there? Get up, sir.
Who are you? communicate, you must first fling yourself at the feet of my acting temporary sub-deputy assistant vice chamberlain, who will fling himself at the feet of his immediate superior, and so on with successive foot flingings through the various grades. Your communication will, in course of time, reach my august knowledge.
But when I inform your highness that in me you see the most unhappy, the most unfortunate, the most completely miserable man in your whole dominion...
You? The most miserable man in my whole dominion?
How can you have the face to stand there and say such a thing? Why, look at me!
Look at me!
Well, I wouldn't be a crybaby about it.
A cry, baby? A cry, baby? If you had just been told that you were to be deposed tonight and blown up with dynamite for all I know, wouldn't you be a cry, baby? I do declare, I can only hit upon some cheap and painless method of putting an end to an existence which has become insupportable. I would most unhesitatingly adopt it.
You would? Oh, I see a magnificent way out of this. Oh, by Jupiter, I'll try it. Are you by any chance in earnest?
In earnest? Why, look at me!
If you really are in earnest, if you really desire to escape scot-free from this impending, this unspeakably horrible catastrophe, without trouble, danger, pain, or expense, why not resort to a statutory duel?
Statutory duel?
Yes, the act is still in force, but will expire at midnight tonight. You fight, you lose, you're dead for a day. Tonight, after the act expires, you will come to life again and resume your grand duchy as though nothing had happened. In the meantime, the explosion will have taken place, and the survivor will have had to bear the brunt of it.
But who would be fool enough to be the survivor?
Actuated by an overwhelming sense of attachment to your grand ducal person, I unhesitatingly offer myself as the victim of your subjects' fury.
Oh, well, I say, that's very handsome. I dare say being blown up is not half so unpleasant as one would think.
Oh, yes, it is. It mixes one up awfully.
But suppose I were to win.
Oh, that's easily arranged. You see, I'll simply put an ace up my sleeve, and you'll put a king up yours. That way, when the drawing takes place, I shall seem to draw the higher card, and you the lower. Oh, there you are.
But that would be cheating!
So it would. Well, I never thought of that.
Not that I mind. But I say, you won't take undue advantage of your day of office, will you? You won't go tipping people or squandering my small savings in fireworks or any nonsense of that sort.
I am hurt. I am really hurt by that suggestion.
You wouldn't want to put down a deposit, perhaps?
No, I do not think I should like to put down a deposit.
Or give a guarantee?
A guarantee would be of equal objection.
It would be more regular.
Well, what are you going to do?
Well, I suppose you must have your own way. No?
Good.
Oh, yes.
I say, we must have a devil of a quarrel.
Oh, a devil of a quarrel here. No half measures. Big words, strong language, rude remarks. Devil of a quarrel.
Just to give color to the thing. Shall I give you a sound thrashing before all the people? Say the word, it's no trouble.
No, I think not. Though, it would be extremely convincing, and it's very good and thoughtful of you to suggest it, but still, a devil of a quarrel.
What devil of a quarrel?
No half measures, big words, strong language, rude remarks. A devil of a quarrel.
Well, now the question remains. How shall we summon the people?
Oh, bless your heart, there's no difficulty about that. They've been staring at us through those windows for the last half hour. Come hither, all you people, when you hear the fearful news.
Oh, the pretty women, weeble men will shiver in their shoes,
And they'll all cry, Lord, defend us, when they learn the fact tremendous, and to give this man his gruel.
in a statutory duel.
This plebeian man of shoddy,
This contemptible nobody,
your Grand Duke does not refuse. Now you begin and pitch it strong. Walk into me abusively.
Several epithets that I've reserved for you exclusively. A choice selection I have here when you are ready to begin.
Now you begin.
No, you begin.
Now you begin.
No, you begin.
Now you begin.
Expected is a little but detected.
Great guns, small bombs, big bombs, and little ones. Rack 'em with artillery, rack 'em with artillery.
Long swords, short swords, tough swords, and brittle ones. Fright him into bits. Blow him into bits.
You up, sir.
You love, sir.
Mean up, sir.
Get out, sir.
A hit, sir.
Take that, sir.
It's tit, sir.
For tat, sir. It's tit, sir. For tat, sir. It's tit, sir. For tat, sir. It's tit. Tall snobs, small snobs, rich snobs, and needy ones.
Are you alluding to?
Where are you intruding to?
Fat snobs, thin snobs, swell snobs, and seedy ones.
I rather think you were. To whom do you refer?
To you, sir.
To me, sir.
I do, sir.
We'll see, sir.
I hear, sir.
Goodness, sir.
Look here, sir.
Fat, sir, it's tit, sir, for tat, sir, it's tit, sir, for tat, sir, it's
When two heroes once more saving quarreling and wrestling.
He has insulted
He has insulted
and
me.
in a breath,
And in a
this
breath,
day we fight
this
a
day
duel
we fight
to
a
the
duel
death.
to the death.
You mean, of course, by duel, verbum sat, a statutory duel.
What is that?
According to established legal uses, a card apiece each bold dispute chooses. Dead as a doornail is the dog who loses. The winner steps into the dead man's shoes.
Dead as a doornail is the dog who loses. The winner steps into the dead man's shoes.
Agreed.
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 Come, come, the pack.
Behold it here.
I'm on the rack.
I quake with fear. First draw to me.
If that's the case, behold the king.
Behold the ace.
Which will occur at midnight. Yes, yes, I'll come to life at midnight.
My Lord Grand Duke, farewell. A pleasant journey very to your convenient cell in yonder cemetery.
The malcontents abuse you. We're much distressed to lose you. You were when you were living, so liberal, so forgiving,
So merciful, so gentle, so highly ornamental.
But now that you've departed, you leave us broken-hearted.
Is truly, 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 truly broken-hearted. Is truly, truly, truly broken-hearted.
We're truly broken-hearted. Truly, truly broken-hearted. We're truly broken-hearted. We're truly broken-hearted.
Rapscallions, in penitential fires, you rue the revelry that from you falls. At stroke of midnight sharp, the law expires, and then look out for squalls.
Give thanks to wayward youth, by misty fortune's sway. Our Lord guides our helpless state until the end of day. We hear you sound, we greet you sound, we hear you sound, we treat you sound. Our ruler, he by faith's decree until the end of day. Hurrah, 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 hurrah!
You've done it neatly. Pity that your powers are limited to just a few more hours.
No matter, though the time will quickly run, in just a few hours much may be done. Oh, a monarch who boasts intellectual graces can do if he likes a good deal in a day, can put all his friends in conspicuous places, with plenty to eat and with nothing to pay. You'll tell me, no doubt, with unpleasant grimaces, tomorrow, deprived of your ribbons and laces, you'll get your dismissals with very long faces. But wait, on the topic, I've something to say. I've something to say. I've something to say.
Something to say.
Oh, our rules shall be merry. I'm not an ascetic, and while the sun shines, we will get up our hay by a pushing young monarch of turn energetic. A very great deal may be done in a day.
Oh, his rule will be merry, he's not an ascetic, and while the sun shines, we will get up our hay by a pushing young monarch of turn energetic. A very great deal may be done in a day.
For instance, this measure, his ancestor drew it. This law against duels tomorrow will die. The Duke will revive, and you'll certainly rue it. He'll give you what for, and he'll let you know why. But in 24 hours, there's time to renew it. With a century's life, I've the right to imbue it. It's easy to do, and by jingo, I'll do it. It's done! Till I perish, your monarch am I, your monarch am I, your monarch am I.
Our monarch is he.
Though I do not pretend to be very prophetic, I fancy I know what you're going to say. By pushing young monarch of turn energetic, a very great deal may be done in a day.
Oh, it's simply uncanny, his power prophetic. It's perfectly right, we were going to say, by a pushing young monarch of turn energetic. A very great deal may be done in a
This very afternoon at 2 about, the court appointments will be given out to each and all, for that was the condition, according to professional position.
Hurrah, hurrah! What's the matter?
According to professional position,
According to professional position,
then hurrah, 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 hurrah.
why, what's the matter? What's the matter? What's the matter? What's the matter?
Pity me, my comrades true, who love as well. I know you do this gentle child to me so fondly dear.
Why, what's the matter?
What's the matter? Each sympathetic heart will bruise when you have heard the frightful news. Oh, love for him is all in all, a cursed fate, that it should fall unto my lot to break my darling's heart. Our duty, if we're wise, we never shun. This Spartan rule applies to everyone. In theaters as in life, each has a line. This part the Grand Duke's wife.
Well, what's the matter?
Oh, agony is mine. canons of dramatic art decree that this repulsive part, the Grand Duke's wife, is mine. Can this be so?
I do not know, but time will show if this be so.
Time will show if this be so.
Oh, listen to me, dear. I love him only, darling. Remember, oh, my pet, on him my heart is set. This kindness to me, dear, nor leave me lonely, darling. Be merciful, my pet, on him my love is set. Now don't be foolish, dear. You could play it, darling. It's a leading business, pet, and you're but a soubrette. So don't be mulish, dear. Although I say it, darling, it's not your line, my pet. I play that part, you bet. I play it. I play that part, you bet. You bet. You bet.
The lady's right. The lady's right, though Julia's engagement was for the stage meant. It certainly frees Ludwig from his connubial promise. The marriage contracts, or whatever you call them, are very solemn. Dramatic contracts that you all adore, so are even more so.
That's very true. The marriage contracts are very solemn. Dramatic contracts are even more so.
The die is cast, my hopes have perished. Farewell, hope past, too bright to last, yet fondly cherished. My hope has fled, my life is dead. Its doom is spoken. My day is night, my wrong is right, is right in all, is right in all, is right ah, me, ah, me. My heart is broken, my heart is
Poor child, where will she go? What will she do?
That isn't in your part, you know.
Quite true. Depressing topics we'll not touch upon. Let us begin as we are going on. For this will be a jolly court for little and for big.
Sing, hey, the jolly jinks of Pentecost merrily.
From morn to night our life shall be as merry as a grig.
Sing, hey, the jolly jinks of Pentecost merrily.
All state and ceremony will eternally abolish. We don't mean to insist upon unnecessary polish. And on the whole, I rather think you'll find a rule tell all.
Sing, hey, the jolly jinks of Pentecost merrily.
The jolly jolly jinks.
The jolly jolly jinks.
The jolly jolly jinks.
The jolly jolly jinks. The jolly 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 jinks. Oh, this will be a jolly court for little and for big. Sing, hey, the jolly jinks of Pentecost merrily. From morn to night our life shall be as merry as a grig. Sing, hey, the jolly jinks of Pentecost merrily.
But stay, our new-made court without a courtly courtiers. We shall require some court attire, and at a moment's notice, think clothes of court
says, henceforth our court costume shall live in song and story, for we'll upraise the dead old days of Athens in her glory.
Yes, let's upraise the dead old days of Athens in her glory. Hurrah, 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 agree, agree, agree.
For this will be a jolly court for little and for big,